Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Gardening Podcast. I'm your host, Apollo Reed. I'm here with the big bro, Andre Jalil, and my homeboy, Regular Joe. How y'all feeling tonight, man? How y'all feeling?
Chilling, Paul. You know my style. I stay with it. Know what I mean? You see the hat, Paul. What's the problem? What's the problem? You see the hat, boy. You know who I'm repping. Don't play with me. You know what I'm saying? Joe, tell them what it is today. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I'm feeling good today. Knicks lost. I don't even know what the heck the final score was. 113 to 105. But as always, man, they weren't playing for nothing. Pelicans had everything to play for as far as seeding. But I mean, the Knicks did what the Knicks do. They make your life hell, no matter who's playing, and they made the Pelicans' life hell tonight. So didn't mean nothing to us though, win or lose. So feel good. It feels good to not have anything to play for.
Yeah, honestly. Like this whole game, I wanted to be upset. I just couldn't get upset. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't get there. Like I'm watching it. They were going down. They went down by 9. Then they went down by 11. And then it's just like, damn. And it's like, I can't even be mad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it is what it is, bro.
It's not there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you clearly got guys out there just trying to get rhythm and chemistry. And that's we clinched our spot. And not even, and then we still Mitch wasn't there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
Mitch wasn't there. Like, it's
come on, like that game.
And we bench a bunch of players.
Yeah, like there's 3 guys. There's 3 guys that we really didn't play, and they're fighting for something. So, tough loss. We fought for it, and I feel like if we were at home, we would have won that game. I think they had the crowd on their side. And that kind of like boosted them a little bit. And then we had to play Evan Fournier. So, you know what I'm saying? You know how that goes.
Yeah, and I've been in that building. It's a nice crowd. It's nice cute. Crowd. Cute crowd. Cute crowd.
Cute little crowd. Got a little Cajun spice.
They don't it's crazy because I'm there, right? And they played the Celtics. And they were down most of that game. Celtics were hitting a bunch of threes like from everywhere. And they were kind of making a little push. I think they got it within like 8 or maybe even 5 actually. I think they got it within at one point. And they're chanting defense, and the wifey looks at me and she goes, "This don't sound like the Garden." I'm like, yeah, they don't really chant defense with their chest here in NOLA, man. Yeah, they don't chant it with their chest. They don't really mean it.
It's different. It's definitely a lot different. Of course, New York, it's Madison Square Garden. You've been to a game in Madison Square Garden. It's nothing like any other arena. I've been to here in Charlotte. I've been to the Spectrum Arena, I believe it is, and it's cute. You know what I'm saying? It's nice. It's whenever you play the Knicks, it's like there's nothing but Knicks fans there. Like you don't see any. Like you see a few.
A lot of transplants.
Yeah, like you see a lot of
like yourself.
Right, you see a lot of me's there. A lot of guys that are from New York that just got their Knicks stuff in their closet, and that's the only time you're gonna bring it all out. So, it's always good. It's good to feel like you at home a little bit when you're not at home, and that's kind of disrespectful, but it is what it is. It's just it's just how it is.
It's not. Don't blame us.
Yeah,
what they say. Don't hate the play, hate the game.
That's just how it is. You can't be mad at us. We ain't do that. That's just how it is. But anyway, let's get to this game. We lose to the Pelicans 113-105. Can I say sloppy game? Let's just get some stats up there so we talk about it. So okay, RJ Barrett comes back today. I mean, clearly, rhythm was going to be an issue. You knew that because RJ didn't really play for two games.
I feel like that's the only reason why they playing him, so he could get, because he was out so long. They just wanted to get his rhythm back.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I got some.
That was
I
really
some things to say about that.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think
about RJ.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. What was he? 11 for 16 from the 2 point, from the 2 point field goals and 2 point field goals, and 0 for 9 from 3. Just hoisting them up there.
I don't care that he hoists them up there though.
I don't matter. It's just the old part.
Bro,
it's the old part.
Like I am nervous, bro. I am shook.
Listen,
like the playoffs are a week and a half away. If this guy can't hit an open 3, I'm gonna say it now, bro. Especially if Julius is not available, we are screwed, bro.
Listen, I'm not overreacting. It's one game.
I'm concerned.
I'm not.
But it's not just one game though, Cap. Like he's been bad from 3 for an extended amount of time, bro.
But he hasn't been 0 for 9. And also, we're not going to be looking for RJ to shoot almost 10 3-pointers a game.
Yeah, I feel like he did that because it was a night, it was a game that didn't matter.
We're not. But at the same time, like if you look at the makeup of this Pelicans team, like they're number 1 in the NBA field goal percentage at the rim. Like we're gonna have to hit some threes, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like RJ's gonna have some looks, and he's got to make them. I mean, he can't shoot the way he's been shooting the last month and a half, yo.
Right, he has to shoot better. Like it just has to happen.
Let me see the top of the stat line. I can't see what the.
Oh, my bad. Pardon.
Yeah, there you go.
That better for you? Is that the last one? Is anybody under? Oh, Trevor.
Over under?
No, I was trying to see if anyone was under.
Underneath Brock Miles.
Yeah. Trevor kills. And he didn't play. But yeah, RJ has to. He has to. What the hell was that? He has to shoot better from 3. That's definitely something that is of concern.
Still had 28 points.
Still had 28 points. I mean, he put up 25 shots.
But we know that he could score. Mm-hmm. It's just
the open shots that you're worried about.
Yeah, like bro, you want to talk about like the efficiency issues and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Like it literally stems from the fact that one, free throw shooting is still a thing in year 4, right? But also like if he makes, I don't know, let's just say 4 out of 9. No, because you know what? 4 out of 9 is a lot to ask from a guy who shoots 30-something% for his career. 3 out of 9, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like your whole stat line looks different. You got 37 points on what? How many shots? 25 shots? It looks completely different, bro.
Right.
Then I don't know. Like, yo, the 3-point shooting's got to come along, yo. That's all I could say.
Yeah.
It can't be what it is. I know that you guys are saying he's still at 28, but I'm telling you, bro, this team that we're about to play is a load in the paint. We're not going to get these looks in the paint like we've been getting during the season.
Fact.
They're just not going to allow it. They haven't allowed it all year. Mm-hmm. They're number 1, like I said, field goal percentage in the paint. And what really makes them scary is they give up the least amount of 3-pointers in the NBA. Like this team's a lot, bro. And Knicks fans who think that we're gonna go in because we beat them 3-1 during the regular season and steamroll them in the first round, they're sadly mistaken.
I think the reason why I'm not too concerned with RJ not hitting those open threes right this second is because I also know that if he's not hitting them open threes, he's not gonna be on the floor. We have guys that are going to be out there if he's not hitting those shots. It's
fair enough.
You know what I mean? Quickly is going to be out there. Grimes will be out there. Like that's coach is not going.
He's not knocking down shots.
Yeah, because I agree with that. That is true. Because
coach is not dying on that island, is what I'm saying.
I do agree with that because he's going to have a quicker hook in the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's yanking you.
Yeah,
that's 0 for 3. Come here.
Exactly. Now, credit to RJ. I don't want to hound on him too much. We're talking about the.
Nah, I'm not, because I don't want to. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I agree. I'm not trying to beat up on the kid.
He's still, like I said, 28. Outside of the 28, he did miss 9, not all 9 threes he took, but he still was productive. Otherwise, he still brings down 7 rebounds and 6 assists some nice passes and one block.
And didn't turn it over.
And didn't turn the ball over. So he plays, and that's the thing. Our problem with RJ is the efficiency. It's not that he's a terrible player. I think we get caught up in seeing him miss these shots, and it's like, he sucks. He's garbage. Like, all around, he's a decent 22-year-old player. Like, this guy's still putting up 28 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and took 9 threes and didn't make one of them. So, I mean, granted, if Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson are here, we're not counting on RJ to do all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that he's able to do so, all right, cool. But if you can't hit the three, we got those guys. We got Quickly. We got Grimes. We got, I mean, Hart's not going to take it all the time, but his shooting percentage is probably better than RJ's out there. But there are times when RJ can get hot. And I do think RJ does have a level he can go to when he is in the boxed in the corner where he can start knocking down shots and getting in his zone. But like I said, if he's not, he won't be out there. And I'm fine with that.
That's fair.
Simple as that. That's for me. I'm glad that we actually have a team where we don't have to worry about RJ hitting threes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not 2 years ago no more. So quickly tonight. He started out, he had 15 points in the first quarter, and then pretty much disappeared until the end of the third.
Yeah, he had a crazy little run at the end of the third where I was thinking like, yo, he's about to go nuts in the second half. It didn't turn out that way, but it was looking like it was trending that way.
Yeah. But, he went on a slump, couldn't make anything. And then towards the end of the third, started knocking out. I think he was 3 for 3. Either I think it was at the end of the third, towards the beginning of the fourth. And that's that's the thing about Quickly. He's a streaky shooter, but he's not gonna stop shooting. And that's why you don't want him to stop shooting. That's why I've never wanted him to stop shooting. Every single time that he's gotten into these shooting slumps, it's like, nah, don't stop shooting the ball. Like, that's what we want you to do. You're gonna go through times where you miss it. His confidence is really what
ridiculous.
I'm impressed with this year. It's like he's not worried about anything.
You think he's locked down 6-man?
I think that he has to. At this point, he has to. Like, I get it. Malcolm Brogdon playing well, but he's barely even their 6-man. If we're being real. Their 6-man is really like Derek White.
If we talking impact, bro, you posted the numbers the other day. Like, if we're talking impact, it's Quickly 100%. Like, absurd off numbers, absurd plus minus. Like, this dude, man, it's if you look at some of the numbers, right? If you look at some of the numbers, and I'm not saying that he is, but if you look at some of the numbers, he almost seems like the most important player on the team.
No, seriously, it's
like some of the numbers are wild, bro.
It's not even an exaggeration.
Like, anybody who is not in on like what the advanced stats say about this guy, like when he's on the court versus when he's off the court, like the Knicks are an exponentially worse team when this guy is not on the court.
Look at this. Plus minus this season. Emmanuel Quickly plus 310. The Knicks team plus 253.
It's ridiculous, bro.
All right. Emmanuel Quickly plus
that's ridiculous, bro.
The Knicks.
What do you think it is? Is it all the intangibles?
53. It's everything. It's everything about him.
Yeah, and it is not just like, oh well, Quickly plays with the bench and no. If you look at any lineup, right, that involves Emmanuel Quickly, like literally any lineup that involves Emmanuel Quickly is a better lineup than any other lineup the Knicks could put on the court.
Can I tell you what I like? Can I tell you what I like about the Knicks team?
Shout out to Knicks Muse, by the way.
Can I tell you what I like about the Knicks team? One of the things I always like about the Golden State Warriors wasn't that they traded for a good team. Mm-hmm. They drafted a good team.
Right.
And that's what I feel about the Knicks. When you look at Quickly and you look at Grimes, You look at Mitchell Robinson, you look at Obi Toppin, and like the potential they have, and like this could really be a good team off of drafting good players. And that's what I like about the promising, like quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And you listen to what his coach said. Where did he go? Kentucky.
Yep.
And it's just like what the coach said about him. About if I would have realized how good he actually is, and to see that come to fruition and how good Quickly is. Because, it was always about his 3-point shot. He always had that, and how he was good from the free throw. He's 100% from the free throw line, even though it was only 2 free throws or whatever the case. But he always had pride in that. And I always said, if you got pride in your defense or pride in whatever, you know what I mean? That's one of those things that, it's it makes your game good when you have pride on that. You typically good at that thing. But I love this team that we actually have players that we didn't trade for us to have the picks that we have and so forth and so on. Oh, there you go. But yeah, man, I'm excited about to see Quickly doing well, man. I just love the fact that we got some kid that wasn't supposed to be great, and it looks like this kid got the potential to really be special in this league. I like Quickly, man.
Yeah, he's figured it out. He's figured it out this year, man.
It's about time, man, because I remember the conversations where we even like, is this guy a starting point guard? Like, I think
they were saying that, and I wasn't sure if that was
I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
like,
no one was. He wasn't showing us that he was.
We seen at the end of last year where it was, but again, it was kind of like in games that didn't count. But we seen like, wait a minute, there's something here, right? And it was just a matter of like, all right, well, yeah, you want to see him do it in games that mattered. And then he came in this year, got off to a slow start. And like, oh, it's the same old Quickly. Guys, is low efficiency, you know what I mean? And not the shooter that we thought we were getting. And then, I don't know, man, some point during the season, I don't know exactly when it was, probably around like December, like he just took it to another level and looked like the guy who we seen at the end of last year.
The thing about Quickly to me is that he doesn't need outside motivation, and he's probably the hardest worker outside of Julius Randle on that team. I mean, I'm sure Jalen Brunson works pretty damn hard too, but Quickly is a gym rat. You know what I'm saying? Like, when he was injured, they had to get him out of the gym. They had to keep him away because he couldn't stay away from being in the gym.
Same thing with Quentin Grimes.
Yeah, Grimes.
Like when the foot was hurt, they literally had to like lock the gym. Like, bro, you can't come back. You can't come in here. Yeah, like you need to stay off your foot, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's so crazy because those are the kind of guys that you don't just find those guys in the draft. Like, you know what I mean? It's hard to find guys that aren't looking to just be the best player on the team all the time. You know what I mean? Like, it's one thing to find talent in the draft. It's another thing to find, like, prime example, Dennis Smith Jr. It's easy to draft a guy like that in the draft. You know what I mean?
Really is. It really is.
Very easy to draft a guy like that in the draft. And then, you see how that turns out. He becomes a journeyman after a while because he's more about talent and being that guy, being the best.
Yeah, like, so when you watch that dude you go watch like his highlights at South Carolina. That's where he went?
I forgot. It's been
I believe it was South Carolina.
I believe so.
But you go back and NC State.
NC State, yes, because he was North Carolina boy, duh.
If you go watch his highlights, like he pops, right? Like it just jumps off the screen. Like a guy like Quickly is a lot harder to see, right? So with the Knicks scene, like the Knicks looked at a guy like, okay, he could shoot, right? He had very good spot up numbers, and he had a great free throw rate, right? He got to the line a lot, and those things typically translate to the NBA. Right. And those are kind of the things I think the Knicks seen, but those are things that like you got to really dig deep and like, and and I don't think that John Calipari said that like when they were playing teams that like he would guard like the best perimeter player on the other team. And like early in his career, we kind of watched and we were like, oh, he's pretty good defensively. And then like last year, we were like, whoa, this kid really could play defense.
Yeah.
And then this year, we're like, whoa, like if this kid could be like maybe get some all defense like votes at some point in his career. Don't know if he ever makes a team, but it jumps out like the way he had a possession today where he like flew around and like guarded like 3 different people and then ended up with like a steal. Like, and his value is not even so much on the ball. Like his value is like off ball, the way he just flies around. His rotations, he's always, I won't say he's always on time, but like he's making the effort to be on time like all the time.
The polished version of Quickly is going to be so good.
It really is.
I think he's going to be so. And this is the thing. And you know, I think bless you.
Bless you.
Because I'm tired. I think responsibility is a big thing when it comes to development. For example, let's say the roles were reversed. RJ Barrett has the opportunity to be the 6th man and work on his game the past few years the way Quickly has without the responsibility of being the starter. And the roles were reversed. You know what I mean? Like then we're talking about Quickly the same way we're talking about RJ because of the responsibility of being the starter. Now, I'm sure different games, of course. These guys have 2 totally different game styles. Quickly, of course, is the style that anyone wants. But what I'm saying is Quickly had the opportunity, even though we wanted him, of course, at this point, we want him to be a starter. He himself has wanted to be a starter for a long time.
That's the scary part, though. I think that's what scares me moving forward.
Why? Because of what his
ability. He believes that he's a starter.
Yeah.
He said it. He's voiced that shit. Like it's not like it's not a secret.
It's not necessarily a bad thing for a dude to feel that way.
It's not a secret.
Nah, but it concerns me because like he's not going to start here.
He's not.
So
I mean,
I guess
look at Jordan
Poole. So, but I don't know Jordan Poole's situation. I never heard Jordan Poole say he wants to start. I know that Quickly believes wholeheartedly that he's a starter.
I think Quickly.
I'm worried about Quickly wanting to go somewhere where he can start, and that place is not here. And if it's not here,
I think he's got to.
Listen, this is my honest opinion on Quickly. I think Quickly will re-sign here, go through his however long his contract is after he resigns, and he'll deal with that after he's an unrestricted free agent. He strikes me as that kind of guy. He'll deal with that when he's an unrestricted free agent because I think until things get too shaky, he's not the rock the boat kind of guy. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I feel like he would deal with, especially if we're winning.
But my only thing is, my only pushback to that is, and I know he's probably thinking it too, is there's a clock, right? When you're an athlete. And let's say he resigns, like that means that his contract is not up until he's 27, 28. Like, so his first shot at maybe being a starter somewhere doesn't come until he's pushing 30. I don't know how he feels about that. Only he knows how he feels about that.
I mean, I think this is my thing also.
There's a lot that happens in between.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now and the point like that, like I think that opportunities arise in between, like the contract, if someone gets hurt or something like that, or RJ Barrett keeps playing bad, they may just replace him with Quickly.
Nah,
that worries me too, though.
That'll be a very small team, and we can't.
Yeah. I'm about to say that worries me too because now you got a small backcourt.
You got 2 smack. Yeah, you got real small. Everybody is small when it comes up to the small forward. But even with that, with him getting all these minutes when Jalen Brunson was out, or you're right. It is scary though. It is scary because he's like, if there's a team that comes up and they say, we want Quickly, we got X amount of dollars, and you get to be a starter, he's going to consider that.
Yeah, but he's also under control. Like, he really can't go anywhere if the Knicks don't want him to. You know what I mean?
Right. And this is what I'm saying. He's on the rookie deal. He's on a rookie deal.
He's on a rookie deal, and he'll be a restricted free agent at the end of it. But who knows what somebody offers him, right? Like
When's
it might
his
be
deal up, bro? Yeah, because the Knicks can only pay him but so much, right?
this is year 3 for Quickly, so he's got next year, and then his contract is up.
I think if anyone pays, I think that the Knicks will be willing to match whatever. You know why? Because I think he would only max out around 20-25 a year.
Are you sure?
No, actually, you know what? I think he can actually make more than RJ, if I'm being real. With his production, I think he can make more than RJ. He probably can garner more than 30 a year. And if that's
what I'm saying, bro.
If that's the case, I'm willing, if I'm a franchise, to pay him that and then go in the market. And then I have multiple contracts that, especially RJ's contract, that I could trade for anyone. You know what I'm saying? So, like I'm saying, point being, we're quickly. I like the fact that we have his bird rights. He's a restricted free agent, and he's happy. As long as Quickly's happy, 1, as long as we're winning, 2, I think he's fine. As long as you pay him, cool. He's still playing starters minutes. He doesn't have to start. He's still playing starters minutes. He's still finishing games. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, I think Quickly's fine as long as he's paid. And I think he'll deal with that as long as he's happy here and until the end of his contract. And I think he would even resign here as an unrestricted free agent if things are going well. And they can promise him that he can be a starter at that point. You know, he might be the starting 2 at that point. You know, You never know. Jalen Brunson, you never know. Jalen Brunson's older than Quickly. And by then, what's that? 4, 5, 6 years into the future? You never know what's going to happen with Brunson. So I think it would behoove the Knicks to make sure that if anybody on this team out of all of the young guys that they have, that Emmanuel Quickly doesn't go anywhere. He has to be.
Yo, bro. Hold on. This shit got so crazy that we forgot about the game. Yo, you want to know why though? Like, this game is weird. Like, what do you say about this game? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's more pressing issues at hand in this game. And also, like, I forgot all about the chat until literally 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, I just now clicked over.
That's crazy, bro. Like,
Jose Garcia says it depends who wants IQ to LA, Boston, Golden State, good teams. I think, yeah, like I said, but you know, it Quickly is a vibes guy. He just strikes me as a vibes guy. He strikes me as a guy that he's going to be where he is happy. You know what I'm saying?
I do agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? And I think he's gonna be where his guys are. Obi's here. He's still real cool with Obi, RJ, Grimes. I mean, I don't think Obi's gonna be here for too long.
Jose Garcia, if you don't think Tibbs coached to win tonight, you're out of your mind. Yeah. You don't know this coach by now?
Nah, there's no way Tibbs didn't coach to win.
You don't know this coach by now? This coach is a psychopath, bro.
Listen,
he's my favorite psychopath, but he's a psychopath. He 100% coached to win tonight. They just didn't.
IQ and Tibbs relationship really good. They get along for sure. I mean, it's hard finding a guy like IQ who can accept criticism, especially when you're yelling at him sometimes.
The news on Randall is exactly the same as it was a week ago.
Yeah,
he'll be evaluated in 2 weeks.
He'll be evaluated when that time comes, which is like the 14th of April.
And you got something?
Huh?
Are you guys hoping that he gets reevaluated in another 2 weeks, or you want him there for the playoffs?
I want him there for the playoffs.
Is that a serious question, Dre? Or are you just trying to stir up some shit?
I just kind of want to see where you are with it.
Well, he better be there for the playoffs, and he'll be.
I 100% want number 30 back for the playoffs.
What's going on?
100%. The playoffs, you need guys that make tough shots, and this guy makes a ton of tough shots, and that's going to be necessary. Like, it's a half-court game in the playoffs, you know.
Yeah,
and you gotta win one-on-ones.
Toon says only way I let IQ go is for Brown.
Oh no, not even. I let RJ go.
Wow. I'm greedy, bro. Like, I want everybody, and I want to keep my guy.
I hear you.
I want a good player, but I want to keep my guys, yo. I know that's not realistic. You got to give up a good player to get a good player, but
Tips
I think I give RJ for Brown, but not Quickly. Quickly is just a different type of player.
I mean, I don't know. Jose says, get that bike ready for Randall on the sidelines. There's a lot of guys I'm giving up for Jaylen Brown. That's a two-way player who is a star. That's an all-star two-way player. And
he might make an All NBA team this year.
Right. Yeah, top 15 player in the league. There's a lot of guys on this team that I'm trading for Jaylen Brown.
You know what's funny about Jaylen Brown?
Are included. I'm sorry, guys.
I drive RJ to race his ass Boston.
Especially.
I think you want me. I got you. You want me to take you?
Jay, guarantee you, Jay get you there faster.
Oh my god! I got a story tonight. I always got stories.
Oh my god, Dre, please come on, Dre. We had to talk.
Stay focused.
Please stop. No, not even that. Just stop, man. Just stop. Go get you a little car and go on the racetrack or something. Just chill out. Jesus Christ.
So Joy tried to get that for me one of my birthdays too.
Well, you need to, because you need to get that out your system. Anyway, Jose Garcia says, exactly, Joe. Keep everyone. Let them grow as a team. I'm with that as well. But everybody wants RJ going because that's going to solve the problem. So let's get RJ going and then let's figure it out because the
playoffs are going to determine whether or not we really want RJ. I think that's really what's going to happen.
I think regardless, he's going to be the number one player people want gone.
He's going to be the number one player. What?
No matter how good RJ plays in the playoffs, he's going to be the number one player people want gone. They're not going to want Grimes gone. They're not going to want Quickly gone.
Yo, you see what Grimes did the last game though? Like he just seemed like that. He getting better and better.
Facts. I mean,
Well, we're gonna talk about that later.
Why?
Talk about it now. Go ahead. Let's get it out the way.
I'm not gonna leave with that, but I do got some things to say. So I guess I'll start with the Dallas Mavericks.
Uh-oh.
The Dallas Mavericks got to be discussed, man, because I believe it was Mark Cuban that said that you have to make the tough moves if you want to win a championship. Mm-hmm. Right? That was something he said after his trade to get Kyrie Irving. Tonight, he followed that up with, in the last probably week or so, he's followed that up with some borderline tanking, which has now turned into full-blown tanking.
I was going to say.
Especially if you've seen tonight.
Tonight was a travesty. It was disgusting. So you sit Kyrie Irving, right, in a game that you must win.
Like, how do you do that?
You got two top 15 guys on your team, bro. Two top 15 guys on your team, probably two guys that are going to be all NBA this year, right? You made the trade to get the other guy because you felt it was necessary for your team to take the next step. And then you turn around tonight and you just don't play them and you play Luka Doncic for the first quarter. Like, what is that? Is this AAU? Like, what the hell is that? Is his mama coming to pick him up? Like,
you sit him for the rest of the game? Did he
you sit him? Why did you even play him at all? It's so blatant what's going on here. In the same way that the NBA took it upon themselves, right, to investigate the Knicks for tampering, right, to get a player that the Mavericks didn't want, had the opportunity to re-sign him, didn't bother, right? They should be investigated for what they did tonight. Because Adam Silver implemented this playing thing, and basically this was like the way that they were going to solve tanking. Well, obviously nothing's been solved because the Dallas Mavericks, with two top 15 guys on their team tonight, decided that they didn't want to make the playoffs in a Western Conference that's been all over the place. So you're going to tell me that you don't have a puncher's chance at all in the playoffs against any of these teams with those two guys on your team? One of the guys supposedly some people say the best player in the NBA, and you're not going to try to get in the playoffs. You're going to disregard the playoffs and say that they're looking to go in a different direction. Well, what direction are you looking to go in with those two guys on your team? Like, help me understand. Make it make sense. Like, I don't get it, bro. Second thing I need to address. Hold on. Second thing I need to address. I promise you I'll let you go, man. But these people that are out here suggesting that the Knicks, if they lose in the first round to the Cleveland Cavaliers, it's a failed season. Like, these people are hilarious to me because these are the same people who laughed when the Knicks signed Jalen Brunson, right? Oh, they overpaid him. He's a backup point guard. These are the same people that were saying the Knicks were doing too much moving and wheeling and dealing to try to get a guy like that who's not even that good. These are all those same people, the same people that picked the Knicks to win under 40 games, right? And now these same people who said all of that are trying to move the goalpost and say that, oh, the Knicks don't win in the first round against a team who, quite frankly, has been better than them all year. The Cavs have been better than them all year. In fact, I think the Cavs are the only team in the NBA who are top 10 in offense and defense. That's how good the Cavs are. But if the Knicks lose to that team, their season is a failure. When none of them even picked the Knicks to make the playoffs, they had the Knicks as at the most a playing team. But now the Knicks, if they don't beat that team, it's a failure to their season. And we know who these people are: the Stephen A's of the world, the Richard Jeffersons of the world, so on and so forth.
He's the one that's
what's the other?
Stephen A.
There's multiple people, and Max Kellerman. Actually, Max was the one who triggered this in me today. Like, Max kind of pissed me off because Max is saying that it'll be a failure. He's supposed to do a show, I guess, in the morning and explain how. I won't be listening because I don't care what he has to say. But like, this ridiculous take, though, that the Knicks have to win this series, and if they don't win this series, the season is a failure. Like, that's just absurd, bro. For the same people who had the Knicks doing nothing this year. Like, so you can't have both. Like, make it make sense. My third and my final part of this rant. The people, the bench Quentin Grimes hired, right? Because what's happening now, since we last did a show, is these people are now trying to walk back what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to allow it, bro. I'm not allowing it. Y'all will never live this down. Because, and the reason for that is, when you were saying that he should be benched, it wasn't like he was playing poorly. Like, you just wanted your favorite guy to start. Like, it's crazy. The Knicks season turned around when Quentin Grimes got inserted into the starting lineup. Completely turned the whole season around. And these people now, because Josh Hart came here, right? Because quickly started going berserk the last few months. Now they just turned on Quentin Grimes. After giving him all the credit, all the adulation for helping turn things around, right? Solidifying the starting lineup. Those same people now wanted him out of the starting lineup when all he did was shoot 45% from the field, 36% from three, right? And guard the best player on the other team. And now they wanted him out of the starting lineup. And now that he's been going nuts the last 2 weeks, oh no, we were wrong. We take it back. I'm not letting you take it back. I'm not taking no prisoners on this topic. If I capture you, I'm putting you on your knees and I'm blowing your brains out. Headshot, you're dead.
I was like, that went 0 to 100.
Concrete to your ankles, bro. And I'm throwing you in the ocean to sleep with the fishes. Period. I'm not taking no prisoners on this topic. Y'all all sound ridiculous then, and y'all sound ridiculous now. And that's the end of my rant.
All right, yo.
That was a good rant, brother. Listen, good rant, brother. They deserve to hear that.
They needed that. They needed to
the headshot and stuff like that is a little extreme, but they needed to hear that.
A little extreme, but you know,
a little extreme.
Nah, man, I'm definitely with you. Like, I mean, the bench Grimes. You see me in the TFE group chat. People still don't get that it's a joke. They still commenting today like, yo, like, what are you talking about? You bugging. Just stupid. First of all, shout out to the chat. Izzy in here. Jose still going. as usual. Yeah, he told you to where's your bench, Grimes. Shit. Peace of abundance to you, bro. He said Joe Dunham. That's what he said, Joe Dunham. But yeah, with the bench, Grimes have like it's like, don't tell me to bench someone because you like somebody else. Like
exactly. That's really what it came down to.
Yeah, like give me reasons why Quentin Grimes should not be starting. You know what I'm saying? And don't mention the guy you would rather him start over him. You know what I'm saying? Like that to me is like, you even in court you can't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't make an argument off of something else. You have to prove your point without.
You gotta have empirical evidence, bro.
Yes. Like, tell me why this is because he went to the store and he was with him last. Like, nah, bro. Like, give me evidence. Give me something that you saw. Like, give me something, evidence that proves why this is going to happen or why this person is this or that. These people just have a preconceived.
They're just completely emotional about it. That's it.
Exactly what it is, bro. It's pure emotion. Oh, he missed the open three.
Bro, it's a second-year guy who you're expecting to go out there and take 15, 16, 20 shots next to Jalen Brunson, RJ Barrett, and Julius Randle on every single night. How do you think he's going to do that without working his way into the offense? Like, it's common sense, man. Like, it's common sense. Like, did Jordan Poole come in playing like this? No. Like, it took him a while to
Absolutely not. It took him a few years.
It took him a while to get there. Like, you got to build. It's the same thing with Quickly. It takes you a while to get there. Like, you got to build the trust. Like, even now, like, Quickly is just not getting to the point where he's waving off Julius Randle when Julius Randle asks for the ball. Like, it takes you a while to get to that point. Like, it's a respect thing. Like, you got to make them respect you. Because now it's not that anyone can wave off Julius Randle. You got to make Julius Randle accept that. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's that. It takes time. Like, Quentin Grimes couldn't just come in there and be like, "Yo, I'm taking this shot," because everybody gonna be like, all right, you get the shot, bugging. You know what I'm saying?
And also, Cap, like, his role is his role, bro. like, what do you want him to do with it? Like, I feel like he's done the most that he could do with his role.
Exactly.
He's one of 30 players in the NBA to shoot at least 38% from three and average 5 attempts per game. One of 30. And he's the only one on the Knicks.
Jose said I had empirical evidence when I wanted Fournier out.
We all did.
It was evidence to everybody, bro. The whole league. Everybody saw it.
I still think Fournier had a good year last year, though. I stand by that.
Because he played. Let's be real. Like, he wouldn't have played all those minutes on other teams, but there would have to be a team for him to play those minutes on, and it was our team. He had a pretty good season, but there's a good and bad to every player. So I'm not going to shit on Fournier. Even though tonight when Fournier was out there, it looked very, very shaky. Just like last.
The last two games. Last game was
out there. The last game was bad.
Last game was bad, bro.
They put him out there and it was like, yo, come back.
It was not pretty last game, man. Tonight a little bit better, but yeah, I mean he had a play tonight where he just let Herb Jones run right past him. It was
like he wasn't even gonna try.
I know my nickname for him.
What was it?
Concrete feet.
Concrete feet. Yep.
Nah, I agree with that. That they did win. They didn't win 37 games though because of Fournier though. Like, it was a lot of other stuff going on. Not having a point guard, obviously. Yeah. I mean, that team was not constructed well. Like, at least with the we hit last year.
So you think Fournier would look better with Jalen Brunson? I think everybody looked better with Jalen Brunson, but he still got.
I'm not signing up for that. But what I'm saying is, like, the we here team, right? Like, that team, with all of its flaws, that team was still built to play defense. You know what I mean? Even though I don't think Alfred Payton was a great defender, he still did have great size. He could switch on the guys and stuff like that. Last year's team wasn't really built to play defense, and the offense wasn't what we hoped it would be either. So, like this year's team, like they do a little bit of both. The defense took a step back this year, especially after Mitch got hurt. But this year team this team scores a lot though. Like that team last year wasn't really designed to play offense or defense, which means you're not designed to win.
If I'm not mistaken, this year, the first time we played Cleveland, the only time that Cleveland won, two things happened on both sides. On their side, they still have Kevin Love. And Kevin Love just happened to fucking go ape shit that game.
He went nuts that game.
He went crazy. Not only that, on the flip side, on our side, Grimes wasn't available that game.
Nope.
And who played? Fournier. It was Fournier next to Jalen Brunson, and you got to see why. And that was my thing. I said, we signed Jalen Brunson. Grimes has to start. I don't care who. I don't care. I didn't need to see anything from Grimes. I didn't need to see him do what he's doing now. I didn't care about that offensively. All I cared about was Jalen Brunson needs to have someone who can handle the backcourt defensive responsibilities. That's all I cared about.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was it. I didn't need to see anything offensive from Grimes. That's why when all these people talking about, oh, Grimes this and shooting that, I didn't give a fuck about it. I'm sorry. I didn't. Because that's not what I was expecting from Grimes. We needed defensive intensity at the point of attack. That was it. We didn't have that at all last year. So Grimes is the starting two. Everybody's like, whoa, why you want Grimes to starting two? That's why. We needed someone to
and you know who else knew that? Tom Thibodeau.
Exactly. And
because,
that's why I said before you even get started, I said I know Grimes is starting.
Yeah, all the rumors were out there that like if Grimes wasn't hurt in camp, like he was gonna be starting from the beginning of the season. The only reason he didn't was because he was hurt.
He was hurt. And this is why I think there's a huge difference. You gotta now respect Cleveland. Don't think that we're gonna walk in there and just. I think this is gonna be a battle. This might be the best series in the first round.
It's the 4 and 5 seed. It usually is a good one. You don't know.
That team is really good, bro.
In the first round, I think in the league on both conferences, I really believe that it might be the best series in the first.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff going on in the West though, and the only reason I say that is there's some teams that are like seated very low. Mm-hmm. That are gonna give those high seeded teams a run for their money, bro. Yeah, like the Warriors, the Lakers could be a problem for some teams. Like so I agree that Cleveland and the Knicks might be the best series of all the series in the first round, but I'm also looking at some other series in that first round.
You meant the East, or you meant in the whole NBA?
In the whole NBA. I'm talking total too.
And I think the reason why the Knicks would be the better story is because of the story. I think that's why I think it's the story.
Yeah, that's true.
The storyline, like the Knicks versus
very true.
So it's like
I didn't even think about that.
It's
the Donovan Mitchell storyline is gonna loom large.
All they're going to talk about on the coverage, bro. That's all they're going to talk about. It's gonna be on the pregame, in the artwork. Everything. Like they're gonna be going in Adobe, Photoshop, going crazy about this. Donovan Mitchell should have been a Knick last year, and now he has revenge shit. They're gonna go insane with it. So that storyline followed up by the type of, first of all, like you said, top 10 in offense and defense. Cleveland.
They're a lot, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
They're a lot.
Now that is their record. That is versus the NBA. Now they're also, I think, 21-26 versus teams above 500. So they do defend well. Their numbers are great in certain areas, but that doesn't mean that they necessarily won those games because of that. You know what I'm saying? I do think that there's certain things that we do that kind of disrupts what they do best. We can throw a lot of guys out there defensively that can make it harder for guys like Garland and Donovan. Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead.
I just think that we have now, if you're not depending on RJ too much defensively, you can throw a whole lot of guys out there. You're not gonna really have to worry about Okoro so much or Lamar Stevens.
See, I knew you were gonna say that, and
you have Karis LeVert there.
I knew you were gonna say that, bro, and I don't agree with you. And I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. Go ahead, though.
Well, Okoro does shoot.
Okoro actually
from three.
Okoro scares me a little bit.
Yeah, because he's actually making, I think, above like 50% from three in the second half of the season.
He's been on fire from three, bro.
On fire from three, but it's spot ups. It's the spot ups, and that's the thing about the playoffs that I do enjoy. It's not a one game go in there after you just came off of playing the Lakers. Like, we can make a game plan for these guys. We play them every game for at least 4 games. So I'm looking to see how the adjustment is made there. I think we didn't really see a lot of adjustments last time we were in the playoffs because you had a point guard who couldn't really shoot at all,
and a small forward who couldn't dribble.
Yeah, a small forward who couldn't dribble. You didn't have, like you mentioned, you didn't have your starting center. Mitchell Robinson wasn't there. So I think there's a lot. You can just throw Julius into a double team and, hey, make your other guys beat us. I'll take that. And they did it, and they won.
Yeah, a lot of people try to cast blame at like different people in that series. That wasn't nobody's fault, man. That team just didn't have what it took to win in the playoffs.
They just didn't have it. It doesn't. The only way we would have won that series is if guys like Reggie Bullock and RJ Barrett just started lighting shit up from three. That's the only way we would have won, and that was not realistic. You know what I'm saying? If we're being real, it just wasn't realistic. So I think that this year it's a lot different. You can't double Julius Randle every play. You can't double.
I mean, you can, but
try. Yeah, go ahead.
There's some guys out there now.
Right. You can't double Jalen Brunson, and same thing. You can if you want. You know what I mean? You got a lot of guys that can create off the dribble. Now, the thing about RJ is that he is your weakness from three, but he can at least still put the ball on the floor and attack the basket. Now, he's not a complete Reggie Bullock out there. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all. Not at all.
If he doesn't have the three, he's not gonna just swing the ball out and then be a fucking like a dead spot on the floor.
Bro, what I tell you live rent free in my head, man.
What? Oh, that's travel.
Reggie Bullock, that was the worst.
Yeah, that Reggie Bullock fast break, bro.
Yo, he did the track. He jumped and then jumped. I was like, bro, what you doing?
That shit live rent free in my head, bro. Any Knicks fan who watched that series knows exactly what I'm talking about, man.
I swear to you, when I saw that happen, I immediately was like, I had a flashback to me playing like at the park and looking at someone making that decision. Like, how the hell would you make that decision? I mean, like, you are an NBA player, my G.
He ain't built for like the real. He built to be like the guy in the back. That's all he ever want to do and be.
Bro, it was so painful. And then to lose that game, and then to have Trae Young stomping around like he was, bro. I don't. Anyway,
bro, Trae Young stomping around and bowing and shit.
Bro, I'm good.
I'm good too, bro.
I would love to see that team this year in the first round, but that's not the cards with them. You know?
Yeah, I don't want to see them in the first round. That because if we see them now, that means we seeing them in the play. And I don't want to be a playing team. I like where we at.
Yeah, I'm cool. So, you know, I don't know. Like, we pretty much breezed past the game. Like, this game was a meaningless game.
Yeah, because I don't. What am I talking about?
Yeah, like, what are we talking about? Like, I don't really. There's nothing much to talk about the game. Grimes 5 for 11 from the field, 4-9 from 3. He didn't take a free throw. 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 turnovers, 14 points. Hartenstein, beautiful assist tonight. He was, boy, that boy can pass the rock.
Yo, did you hear what he said in the I don't remember who it was, what game it was after. It might have been after the Cleveland game. He said that I'm one of the best passing bigs in the NBA. He said, I know I am.
Excuse me?
Wow.
I mean,
see what I'm saying? When you talk like that, you know, like you for real, you dead serious.
But
going after.
But in all seriousness, like look around the league, right?
Not
like bigs that could pass. Yeah, I don't think that's like something crazy.
He said he's what?
He said he's one of the best passing bigs in the NBA.
One of the okay. I'm with that because we know who the best one is, but he's definitely one of the best.
You talking about Jokic?
Yeah, absolutely. We know that. But some of the passes he makes are Jokic-esque. Just look at him here, man. Like the way he can, you know what I mean? Like he just the dribble handoffs, the right screens.
Again, we've got some
he literally runs the offense. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's setting everybody up.
That's what he does.
Yeah, and shout out to he never makes adjustment Tibbs for believing in him, man, and putting the ball in his hand.
Look at this pass.
He has no window at all on that pass, bro.
Right.
None. Let's look at it again.
It was like this.
There's no window. There's no window at all on that pass.
PJ, pause it again. Keep pausing it. He
bro,
was like, oh yeah, look how close he was to the foot,
bro. And the pass he made to RJ was even crazier. The pass he made to RJ was that pass to RJ. I hope it's the next one.
Good give and go.
Is this the pass to RJ, bro? Hold on. This was insane. This was insane. First of all, the dribble handoff with the screen, boom. Give him some body. RJ, first of all, he knows RJ's cutting. Just let it go. Bro, where's the ball?
That is silly, bro.
Now,
yo, play it. Let me see it.
Hold on. Watch my man right here. Watch it. Can you see the mouse cursor?
I see it. I see it.
Watch my man right here.
Dribble. And
bro.
Go the other way. Go that way.
Bro, the pass was silly. Look, drop.
And he had somebody on him.
Oh my God. My man said, wait, where'd the ball go? Dropped it right there. Hey.
Where did he go?
Beautiful, bro. Like, Hartenstein is on, I don't know. He's really, look at this. Look at this. Like, come on. Like, this is our bench guy we got in the playoffs? Who does Cleveland got coming off their bench doing this? This is what I'm saying, y'all. Like, this is, and I'm not saying because this is the reason why we're going to win. I'm just saying there is a constant attack.
It's more weapons. It's more weapons, bro.
There's more weapons. Now, they might have the better top two guys at this position or at that position. They might have the two best defenders. Jared Allen and Evan Mobley going to have to play every damn minute. Every minute in order for them to win that series. And they might be able to play every minute. But you better find a way to keep them on the floor every single minute. Because if you're allowing us to attack the basket and hit threes, it's over. It might not go 7. It might not go 6. If you're going to let us,
oh man,
no, and I'm serious. If they can't stop us on the inside, and I'm giving you a real fact. I'm not just predicting something because I'm a fan.
Nah, you're not.
It's just if you're allowing us to get to the basket, which is our strength, and then you're allowing us to hit threes, you pretty much you're just giving us the game.
See, but that's what scares me though, because those are the two things that they don't allow.
Well,
no, but those are the two things that they literally don't allow.
I can't versus the league. Versus the league, and this is what I'm saying. Those are their numbers versus the league. Versus us, it hasn't been easy for them to
That's true.
Those numbers.
That's true.
And like I said, now they game playing against us the same way we have a chance to game playing against them.
I guess my Knicks PTSD doesn't allow me to like. I think that we absolutely have a chance to win this series.
Facts.
If I was a betting man, I wouldn't pick us though. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm. Why would you? Why would you pick
I mean, there's no reason to pick us. And it's not because we're the lower
we're
seed.
definitely
It's
the
just
underdog.
because this team is, like I said, they've been better than us all year.
Yeah.
They're the only team I believe that's top 10 in offense and defense. Like they are difficult, bro.
Mhm.
But at the same time, like there's also ways that they could be exploited. You know, they're small in the backcourt. Donovan is not very good defensively at all. Like there's ways that they could be beat, you know, and the Knicks definitely have a chance. Like
Jalen's not good defensively. He's not as bad as Donovan. He's not as
honestly, yeah, I think Jalen is a better defender than Donovan Mitchell. I really do.
Because the thing is that I see way too many
At least Jalen tries to get in the way.
Yeah, Donovan will literally get out of the way. I've literally seen him get out of the way, and I feel like there's been plenty of times where I see Donovan go off, and then he does things, and I'm like, if he was on my team, I would have lost my fucking mind just now. And it's usually on the defensive end. It's usually on the defensive end, and that bothers me. That definitely bothers me.
But you know what's really frustrating about him though? Like when you talk about defensively, like I look at him at least, and I feel like this guy could be better defensively than what he is.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, what's the point of you having a 6'10" wingspan and being that strong and athletic? If you're not gonna like
go play in the NBA.
Like, I just feel like when you have those physical attributes, like you should at least be like pesky defensively.
Yo, hold on. How tall is he?
He's 6'1", 6'2" with sneakers.
Yeah, all right. So this is no bullshit. I have a 6'9" wingspan. So to think about someone shorter than me with a longer wingspan is absolutely crazy.
Bro, he's a freak. They call him Spider because of his wingspan. Like that's where the nickname came from.
Well, I mean, I wish he would use it for defense, but you know,
it's funny.
I mean, I hope he doesn't. I hope he doesn't use it for defense.
Not this series.
I hope he doesn't. Yeah.
Not this series.
Hopefully, I hope he doesn't use it for defense.
Jalen Brunson gives him enough PTSD from last year. And by the way, you saw what I tweeted. That was the moment where Mark Cuban said, "Yeah, we fucked up."
That was the moment Mark Cuban said, "What?
We fucked up."
Nah. So Cap tweeted out the video of Jalen going off against Utah last year in the postseason. And he said, you know, this is when Mark Cuban realized he messed up. And it's just like mid-level exception money.
You had
is what the guy was asking for.
You had every opportunity.
It was like $54 million or something, right?
And you didn't get it done. And now you're mad. So because you're mad and you're throwing
Yep.
Yeah, like you're mad now, so you're throwing a billionaire tantrum, and what your tantrum looks like is I'm gonna sit all my players and not make the playoffs.
I think that's corny because it's like first of all,
super corny, bro.
You're tanking. You're doing this whole rollout of now you're showing press guys text messages of conversations that you had with Brunson's team. I think it's just real corny. Now you're talking about
the text messages are wild, bro.
That's wild. That's very filthy. That's filthy behavior. That's very filthy behavior. Especially when didn't we already get our penalty for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So shout out to you for burning, and I hope that this is the case, yo. I hope that he officially burnt his franchise down to the ground. Yeah. Because I don't want to do business with the guy if he's leaking shit.
Yeah, clearly.
And Kyrie's walking.
Yeah, I mean that's a clear agreement. That Kyrie not playing tonight was a clear agreement between the front office and Kyrie saying, "I'm not coming back. We know what the deal is. We're not going to."
Think so?
Absolutely, he's not going back. He's not going back.
Wow,
he's out of there.
Is that a hot take?
No, it's damn near widely known, bro. He's not going back. If it's a hot take, I will proudly stand on that island.
Nah, I don't think it's a hot take though, because I've heard multiple people say that.
I feel like it's like general that everybody believes that he He never wanted to be in Dallas.
And you saw how unhappy Luka was there. He's gone, bro. He's gone. He's out of there. It's not gonna work. So
I can't wait to watch it all burn down.
It's to me, I think it's corny because it's clear what they're trying to do to me. Not to me personally, but to me, I
know to you. Yeah, how you see it.
I think they're trying to take their chance at. Listen, all right, fuck it. We're gonna try to get into this play-in, and we might not get in. We're gonna win this one game, get into the play-in, and then lose our chances at having the top whatever pick, and then lose. Nah, let's just take our losses right now. So,
the only problem I have with that, bro, is just
they're gonna take their chances of trying to get this Victor Wembanyama dude at number.
They have a 1.8% chance of that happening.
I will not be surprised if Mark Cuban, out of all of the guys in the league, finds a way to make that happen.
It's not happening. Cap,
bro.
Cap.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Cap, it's not happening, Cap.
Bro, I've seen
it. Ain't happening, Captain.
I'm not saying that it is. I'm saying it wouldn't be surprised.
It's never happened before, and it ain't gonna happen this year, bro.
Chances are chances for a reason, bro. It's still a chance. So I'm not saying that. All I'm saying to me is I think it's petty. They're just being petty. I think it's also we already lost Jalen Brunson to you. We're not gonna lose our first round lottery pick to you. Also, I think that's absolutely what they're dealing with. If you're really rolling out this Jalen Brunson shit for no reason, you went the whole season without saying.
I think they should lose the pick, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But that's.
But they get to review it, right?
It's not my decision. It's not my decision. But like what took place tonight was so bad. Like, if you let's say that they said Luka was hurt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that'll be one thing. Like they actually played him 13 minutes tonight.
Which was stupid. Why?
But bro, you want to hear something crazy? Let me tell you how bad this shit was tonight. Because I looked at the game. I just kind of looked at the box score with 8 minutes left in the game. With 8 minutes and 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter, I looked at the box score, and Luka played 13 minutes, and he still led the team in scoring. With 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter, Luka, who only played 13 minutes, led the team in scoring.
I'm telling you, Cuban came in that locker room before the game like, yo, 20 million to anybody in here who scores below 10 points tonight. And I guarantee you that each one of them took that offer. And was like, yeah, I'm good. Yo, we gonna lose this for you, Mark.
Yeah, don't say that, bro. Yeah, you want to know what else is crazy?
Does Mark sound like a guy that wouldn't do some shit like that though?
He doesn't. But you want to know what else is crazy though? When I checked that game with 8 minutes left, they were up by 6, bro. You want to know why they were up by 6 though? Because the Bulls wasn't running nobody out there either. The Bulls already locked down their spot.
Yeah, they was like, fuck it, like just run whoever. That's crazy, bro. Oh my god.
What was the rule for Dallas with the picks? What they said if they finished below 11 or if we get the pick, if they what was the stipulation with that pick?
It's a top 10 protected pick.
Yeah, so if it became a top 10 pick, we wouldn't have got it. And that's what happened. It didn't become that. They still got to. The ping pong ball still got to happen. Just to be clear, it's a lot.
Yeah, so there's still a chance.
So if Dallas got a top 10 pick, we would have got it.
No, it's their pick. If it falls outside of the top 10, the pick conveys to the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
So they wanted to lose so that they explain that.
They wanted their chances to be as great as possible that they didn't land outside of the top 10. That's really what it comes down to.
Because if the Knicks would have got the pick.
Yeah, because they but again, it's still the lottery still has to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And they could have went through all of this energy and who knows, maybe they still drop and the Knicks get the 11th pick in the draft. Like that's still a possibility because you still got to go through the process. But they increased their chances of it not landing outside of the top 10 by losing these games.
I hope the NBA reviews this, man. I'm tired of this shit happening.
Yo, bro, it's so bad. To play the guy one quarter, yo,
It's bad.
it's so obvious as to what's going on. If you wanted
And
to
they
say
going
the
home,
guy
right?
had a
They're not in the play-in. They going home.
no, they're eliminated after tonight.
That's beautiful.
So, I mean, it's not beautiful for us because we don't get the pick because we don't have a pick this year. But whatever.
We might not get the pick.
We might not get the pick.
Yeah, stop saying we're not gonna get it, bro. We might not get it.
The chances of
someone
us
said-
getting it are slimmer.
I saw this video, man. I wanted to send it to y'all. Sometimes I go through shit so fast. I mean, to send it to y'all in the chat, and they were saying like that's what the Dallas get for having so many players from the Knicks.
Yo, ain't it hilarious? Like, imagine Mark Cuban, like,
oh no, it was the dude that got big. It was the dude that got big, and he was doing a drink. What's the guy? The dude with the big beard.
CP.
Yeah. It was him and the other dude. They did the split screen, like, yo, you got Theo Pinson.
Yeah. He talked about how, basically talked about how, like, yo, imagine just looking down the bench and you just like, you got like Theo Pinson and Bullock and Tim Hardaway Jr. Like all these former Knicks that didn't work out.
And Pudge saying that Luka gonna go to New York. It's so crazy how, like, between.
I don't know how I feel about that, but yeah.
That's.
I have mixed feelings. I have mixed feelings about it.
The reason why I would like it, not that it's gonna happen, but that means RJ's out because that would be the position he'd be taking, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, fucking RJ.
But they're not giving up that for the fucking RJ. It ain't happening.
Nah. First of all, they're not dealing with us no more. Like we can. That ship has sailed. Like us in Dallas, this after this Brunson shit. Like as long as Mark Cuban is involved, he doesn't want nothing to do with New York. Like, and that's just how it is. Especially because of how Jalen Brunson is playing right now, he doesn't want anything to do with New York at all. So I can absolutely see if New York, if Luka ever tries to go to New York, he would have to be an unrestricted free agent and would not talk to Dallas at all. But I don't see Mark Cuban letting that happen. It's that Mark Cuban would do everything he can to make sure that Luka Doncic will be a Dallas Maverick for as long as Dirk Nowitzki was a Dallas Maverick. That's what he's going to try to fight for.
But yo, so let's talk about that for a little while. I think he will. I agree, but like, the question is like, how does he go about it? Because they're kind of like not in a good place.
Mm-mm.
Like, unless something crazy happens, right, in this lottery where they strike gold. They don't really have. They can't really trade the pick, right? Because the pick technically, it's our pick. Technically, you know what I mean? So they can't move that pick. And I think that it's this year, next year, and then after next year, right? Is it after next year? It turns into
a second round.
Two second rounders.
Yeah.
So yeah, like and I think they gave up other picks to the Nets. So I don't think they have a first round pick until like 2027 or something. So I don't know, bro. I don't see how do they get better. You know what I mean? Like, how does he improve the team to the degree that Luka is like, okay, I want to stay here?
That's a great question. I mean, everyone points to the picture. If you go on Twitter and you put, I don't know what you got to put in. There's a bunch of pictures that pop up when you talk about Luka Doncic in New York. One of them is Luka Doncic when he's a kid wearing the Carmelo Anthony jersey shirt, and it's like everybody's like, "Oh yeah, he's going to be a Knick. He's coming to New York." I'm like, people can't like Melo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why people just can't like.
Yeah, I don't know why people see that shirt and like, I don't know how that's that. Talk about reaching.
Yeah, reaching.
Yeah, that's
like,
a reach.
Come on, bro. Like, it was like even. I mean, Porzingis had a Melo jersey, didn't he?
I know he had a Knicks jersey. I don't know if it was Melo.
I feel like it was a Melo jersey, bro.
It probably was.
Who else would he have had for Knicks? Knicks was trash for so long. Like there was nobody else. No other jersey he would have had. Stat? Nah, it definitely it had to be Melo. I think he had a Melo jersey as well too when he was coming up.
Jose Garcia, you are preaching to the choir, my brother, because I'm not a big Luka guy. I think he's amazing. Let me just put that first and foremost.
He's super talented.
Yeah, he is ridiculous. But
he's
like
a big baby, but he's super talented.
But like the style of play, the lack of defense, I don't know. It makes me a little nervous. Like, does he come here and like just take free reign over the offense and like shoot 10, 15 step back threes a night?
Yep.
Can I tell you?
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Like, I feel like if for us to get where we hope to get at some point in the near future, before we leave this place, I'm not sure if that style of play is what gets us there.
I think when I see Luka, I was thinking about this the other day when I was watching him play. Combined with what you said, him being a baby, I think that he's got a small window before he falls off. I think that he's
that could be true too, because
he's gonna struggle with weight problems. He was never fast.
Facts.
And I just think that's incredible because him and James Harden have that thing. James Harden was never fast either, but he's nice. You know how like if they just got it, like they got that it factor. But I think he may struggle with weight problems. I'm not sure.
I mean, shit. Let's look at Jokic though. You know what I'm saying? Like he might win.
Jokic is another one. He got it.
But Jokic is like super.
He's 7 feet, ain't he? What is he?
Yeah, but he's been super durable. Like Luka hasn't been nearly as durable as Jokic.
Yeah, I think I don't think his stamina or speed will determine that. I think his health will determine that. Cause like,
but that's what I'm talking about. Well, you talking about Jokic? Or you talking about Luka?
I'm talking about Luka because if you're looking at Jokic, like he's not fast or you know what I mean, like blowing past anybody either. You know what I'm saying? But he just has that it factor. You know what I'm saying? Like he just has it where, you know what I mean? And not only does he have the it factor, he's pretty healthy for a 7 foot guy. You know what I'm saying? Like which is rare. You know what I'm saying? So I think I think he's a bigger Luka if you really look at it. A lot of the stuff that he does, he's kind of crazy.
Jose Garcia is killing me, bro.
This is a great question though. This is a great question.
I'm not entertaining this.
Nah, bro. Nah, that's we need to fight Fournier or Luka.
I got Luka in a foot race, bro.
I don't know, bro. Fournier can run like a straight line run. He can run. It's his lateral movement. That's the issue with Fournier.
Yeah, you're right. And Luka's kind of a chubby dude.
Yeah, like Fournier can put the burners on. I've seen Fournier like really put the burners on. It's just
no, you didn't.
Getting him from goal. No, you didn't. Listen, it's getting him to go from one point to the next is the scary part with Evan. It's like getting him to stop and change direction because it's like he has to chop his feet to stop and then run because he doesn't have.
He definitely can't change. He can't change
directions.
No. That boy, in a foot race, I probably still give it to Luka because I'm just trying to think of Evan Fournier's feet, bro. They look heavy.
No,
Jose Garcia earlier. Jose Garcia said Luka and Fournier work for the same cement company.
We gotta get some merch. We're gonna get some merch going, and we gotta get Jose some merch, bro.
We'd be super unique if we have shirts that criticize our worst players. Like we wouldn't have like nobody else do that.
We gotta have a picture of. We gotta get the Fournier one with the cement blocks on his feet. That would be fire. I think that would be real fire. The cement block Fournier shirt.
If I did it, I think I'm gonna work on that. Evan Fournier with the concrete feet.
With the concrete feet.
A blocks on his for shoes.
That's it. But listen, I don't got nothing else. That's pretty much it. Like
I'm good.
We weren't even here. honestly weren't here for the game. We clinched. Clearly, our
we here because Joe wanted to talk about Dallas.
Nah. This don't have nothing to do with me. Before Cap even knew that, he hit me up.
I wanted to make sure everybody got, we had to get a show out. We didn't get the show out for last show. Nobody was available. It happens, guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? What I do want to make sure we do is try to get at least one weekend show, because we can get almost everyone on Sundays. Usually Dre's available. I didn't even know Dre's gonna be here tonight, y'all. So shout out to you, Dre.
It was a late game.
You know what I'm saying? It started a little. It's weird. It started 30 minutes later, and it just made it feel like a late game. You know what I'm saying? Like, usually the game starts at 7:30 and it started at 8 today, and then it was like, damn, that's a late game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of felt late.
I left work a little early today too. You're supposed to be Easter weekend.
Okay. So I mean, if any of us are available on Easter Sunday, because we're avid church goers and we're at every church service, and we would definitely be there on Easter Sunday. I
was about to say, Joe, you going to church? You going to church on Sunday, Joe?
No comment.
You got your shirt ready? You got your suit? New socks? He got your shit laid out on the end of the bed already.
No comment.
You don't touch Sunday.
Yo, you guys,
outfit laid out
you guys,
is crazy.
Hey, you guys are going to a very dark place right now with this.
Remember we used to have them joints? John, remember we used to have them? What they call them joints? We used to fold it into crosses.
The palm,
look like the little bamboo. Yeah, the palm. Like, palm.
We used
to fold them into crosses and all that.
Yo, it's crazy, yo. Moms made sure we was in church. Shout out to moms. You know what I mean?
I had a new suit every Easter.
Shout out to moms, man. We don't attend church as often as we should nowadays, but shout out to moms for keeping us there when we was younger, keeping us out of the streets. You know what I'm saying? Word. Joe is short for Jehovah. Says
Jehovah.
I could assure you it isn't.
God,
Jose says Joe is short for Jehovah. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. But listen, man, Sunday is the last game of the season. We play the Indiana Pacers. I don't expect to see Mitch, the same guys we didn't see tonight. I hope we don't see RJ, but I kind of do want RJ to be out there shooting as many bricks as he can until playoff come. He needs to get all these shots out. I don't want him resting and then getting in the rhythm. I just need him for the last game and in the last week going into the playoffs. All the other stuff is second nature to you. Stay in that corner.
I just hope he makes a 3 before the season ends. That's all I hope.
He'll make 3 before the season ends. He'll make 1. I'll give him 1. And I can't say he'll make more than 1. So Sunday we play the Indiana Pacers. It'll be more of the Quan Jeffries of the world, I'm assuming, and the Trevor Killses and those guys.
Bro, I hope so. I would, except for RJ, because I think that he needs to be out there. I would bubble wrap everybody, bro.
Everybody else needs to be bubble wrapped.
I would play 48 minutes.
Not for nothing, we don't want to see RJ get hurt either. So
we don't. But I feel like he's got to see a shot go in, bro.
Yeah, he needs it.
And I would gladly take 48 minutes of Jericho Sims, Daquan Jeffries, Trevor Keels, Deuce McBride, and I don't know, Evan Fournier or somebody, whoever, man.
Yeah, I don't want to see Quickly, Grimes, Obi. I
have a feeling.
Obi.
I have a feeling we're going to though, bro. I really do.
We are. Obi and RJ can play. I mean, he can't sit everybody. So,
Coach is a psychopath, bro.
You know what? I see them playing and starting, but then he's gonna end up playing a lot of the backup guys. I do see that.
If he does that, I would be so happy if he does that.
That'd be exciting. I don't care if we win this last game. Like I said, these don't matter.
I don't need to see 31 minutes of Quickly on Sunday.
I better not. Fournier and D Rose. It'd be nice to see D Rose get out there, but At this point, D Rose hasn't played in so long. I'm scared every time he touches the floor. Like I don't.
Nah, you know he stay on that bike though. He loose, bro.
He loose. I swear, like D Rose is just literally staying loose his whole career at this point. He's just like, yeah, I always be loose and ready to run whenever y'all want me to. He not even mad, bro. He be out there smiling and dapping everybody up. I'm like, yo, son, I'd love to be D Rose right now. But he's a fact he's washed. Yeah, it's pretty much. I'm scared, bro. I'm scared.
I'm not gonna say he's washed, bro. The only reason is I wouldn't be surprised, right, if he went somewhere else and contributed. I really wouldn't.
I wouldn't be surprised, and I also wouldn't be surprised if he went somewhere else and they sat him because he needs to be.
He's washed.
Yeah.
So it could go either way.
I think he's at the Taj point. I think he's reached the Taj point where he's like, all right, I'm just here for the locker room. And that's cool. That's cool. I hope, like Pudge said, D Rose helped us get here. I hope that D Rose
helped us get here.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the trade for D Rose started what we became. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I do credit D Rose for helping us
100%.
get to where we are today. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out.
And we would have won more than 37 games last year if he wasn't hurt.
If he would, yeah, he did miss like half the year without a doubt. But yeah, man, whoever we see on Sunday, let's just finish the season. It's as long as it's not sloppy. I don't care if it's sloppy if you got the end of the bench guys who never playing. So we'll see you guys Sunday to end it off. And then we'll be watching some playing games and be happy to not be a part of that this year. Damn, bro, we won't be in the damn playing. We a playoff team for real, man. That feels good. It feels good. Shout out to you, Pudge. Shout out to you, Kareem. And of course,
Jose.
Shout out to you, Jose, my man, Acme Cement from Roadrunner.
Yeah.
Yo, Dre, you got to work on that. On that.
Yeah, I want to try that shit.
You got to work on that, bro. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one. And as we always say, until next time, peace.
Peace, love, and orange and blue light.
That's it.